Under the end. After that, we're rating women from a 1 to a 10. Thanks for sending instrumentals like Repenting of Sin. We forgive, for you know what you do. Locals gear with deal with Garrett Johnson. Gonna take the whole crew. We're going all the way through. This is the start of the queue. Yeah, we're gonna bust a few. Rhyme these roads feeling from their head to the shoe. Now it's always been okay. People pay us in women. Walking with the work feet off the ground like we're swimming. Reflected limelight, locals act like it's dimming. This is so important, bro. It's the bombing we're pinning. You're talking to the boy by every measure is winning. Francis Garrett Johnson pimpin' stunt. He's a showy one. Oregon females texting pimpin', texting like they're voting, son. Get the bit. Males texting pimpin', texting like they're voting, son. Get a tan. Oregon females texting pimpin', texting like the voting son is pimping on the microphone, the podium. In the state of Oregon where they're saltier than sodium. Pimp because the flow is all that. Nickelodeon and then some. Holding all you boys for ransom. And get a tan for ransom. One snow bunny turn all you niggas into Klansmen. It's fandom. Go make a trio or a tandem. Stealing off on the Phoenix. You better land 'em. You better land 'em. In that vagina and yeah, it's the Messiah. Yeah, so frightening. My words burn through the air more. The hand lightening. Get pimping on stage and it's so tight to be. Been a minute that you boys are white men to me. After this, you boys are gonna be hurting. When you represent the town full of Caucasian vermin. And for 100 USD? Shit. Yeah, you're preaching their sermon. Go ahead and get a word in. Okay, now sit back. Think about it. Maybe you should quit rap. In the state of Oregon, know exactly where the hit's at. This is that. Now get your spirit and fear it. Because you bust back, by 80 people gotta hear concentrate upon your day job. This a flow initiating layoffs. Emo rappers holocausted, first by pimping, then their managers and bosses. The Northeast gang has lost it. Out here on the west side, west side, west side. Take your work and toss it. Da 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 da. Burns a bit. Get your partners at the boy that got it wrapped up like a tourniquet. Probably they heard of it. Burns a bit. Burns a bit. Partners at the boy that got it wrapped up like a tourniquet. Obviously they heard of it. My brother's gonna get you, Garrett. Well, then post it and share it. Let you boys have the beat and go declare it. Super handles gear. Fools all know that we wear it. Then ask us to spit. So glad that they waited. Look what happened to 6 Oregon guys decapitated. Beaverton surveillance is right. Day 6, homeless, trusted the wrong guy. 14-year business partner, you know. That's how it goes. Thank you for the feedback. KWO. Thank you for the feedback, bro. That's what makes the lives brack. You know, we've had some good lives recently. Last night we got up to 67 people at one given time, which means that they're probably putting us in the news center, the news feed live scroll center, you know, so which is good because that's extra traffic. So we'll take it, you know. The system is, you know, it's set up for other people, maybe people that have more third party participation as opposed to just people that are just rolling, you know, primarily solo, but we'll take the traffic. This is better than Instagram. Boy, this is better than Instagram. These lives are better than Instagram, like a lot. It's like, man, Instagram lets you add people, which is good. It's, more local. It's a little more local at Instagram because your acquaintances have it. So, whereas only some people got YouTube. Only some people really have a YouTube channel. Whereas everyone got a little Instagram. But YouTube is, you know, YouTube is good, bro. If you want to or are gonna be famous, he needs to modern day. For the last 7 years or so, it's got to be here or Instagram. Facebook is great. Again, Facebook is great, but it's got to be here. TikTok's weak, Twitter's weak. Even if you get retweeted on Twitter, you still have to bring your fame over to here or Instagram to validate it, right? Even if you're famous on TikTok, you got to validate it here on YouTube and Instagram. Whereas any place here on YouTube or Instagram, it's already inherently validated. Just because of whether it's tenure or the way that they present their platform. It's hard to say. It might just be a tenure thing because if YouTube's been around since '06, then or '04, maybe '06 or '04, then hey, that's just how it goes. So yeah. That's just how it goes. Man, YouTube's been around. You got to give them credit where it's due. Thank you, YouTube. You're better than Instagram. As of right now, you know, you could make a good strong argument that YouTube is better than Instagram right now. Now, Instagram is they're doing their thing. They run their business how they want, obviously with good results. But man, right now, it might be YouTube that's better. So here we are, 4:30 West Coast American Standard Time. 13 people here. 13 people here, and we got another bomb in. The feedback makes the lives bright. Thank you for being here, guys. Monologues are one thing, but damn, do we need participation? Damn, we need participation. Now, that's different than support because sometimes locals around town will be like, yeah, we support you. It's like, what the fuck? How or when? First of all, that would have had to have been in 2014. How can you support something that's already international? Right? We support you. We're the ones supporting you. Right? Now, if you want to participate, yeah, we'll take the participation, whether it's acquaintances or fans or women or we'll take the participation, obviously, because that helps both parties, right? It helps you and pimping. So participation and support are different because we're supporting you. That's little local organ guy, little local organ rapper thinking that he can support the Messiah, the American Phoenix. That's some wishful thinking. Who could support us? Like, who and what army would have the ability to support the American Messiah, right? Now you can participate, right? And that's a message to any Oregonian that thinks that they can do. Like, if you think you can support pimping, you are fucking delusional. So, but it brings us to our next point, okay? We're gonna answer it here in a sec, bro, because it is a sunny day, so we are looking around, seeing when we're gonna get tan. So, get drunk too on a sunny day. So, on a sunny day. good. 4:30 is good. Sunny day is good. And 13 people here is good. Now, let's get to this damn question because it's real. Gee, what makes a person bad? So, first of all, you almost have to be an adult. Now, are there bad kids? Yes. But in reality, most bad people are fully developed and fully grown adults that are choosing to be bad, right? Choosing to do things that are bad. And what it does is leads to or demonstrates a lack of integrity, right? Because if people around you are doing something bad, and then you do something bad, then, you normalize it, but then by proxy, you're bad too, right? So, um, it happens a lot with different types of groups in the United States. You got so many different types of groups, and everyone's got their own genotypes, and then the phenotypes are what we see in behavior, and that's what ends up a lot of times being bad. You know, when you get too many of the same type of people around each other, and they figure out how they can be bad together. Um, Everyone knows the difference between right and wrong, you know, and some people like dismiss it as like they dismiss their bad behavior as like kind of like quirky deficiencies, so to speak. Like they self-deprecate themselves, and so almost like it's a pass for their bad behavior, you know. Um, it's like that's bad behavior, so that's the wrong thing to do. So, and then they double down when it's time to be held accountable. So, it, bro, the amount of adults in the United States that are bad, it's like it's too high. It's like it's almost like people grow up with the intention of finding out how they can get away with being bad. Um, but it's hard to explain because a person with integrity, how would we know? You know, until we see it. We have to see it first. The people with integrity, we have to see it first. The bad, like the lack of integrity, and then we diagnose it. So you know there's just people get rewarded for it too, which you know they get rewarded for their bad behavior. So it's almost like, damn, well, that's why you're bad. That's why you're a fucking vermin and have been since the age of 24 and a half when you graduated from Portland State University, right? And turned bad and decided to turn bad in order to make a living for yourself, you know? Or here's the other thing, make a living is one thing, but there's also the arousal aspect. If you're sexually aroused, by fucking around with other types of people, then yeah, you're gonna do it, right? You got penitentiaries full of it, and then you got modern day workplaces full of it. People get aroused by some fucking insidious things, and makes me just happy to be heterosexual. Gotta admit, because we all know what we jack off to. You know in your head what you jack off to, and if you can be proud of what you're jacking off to, then that's a win. Because there's some people that are embarrassed of themselves. They're embarrassed of their being. They're embarrassed of their own being, right? Like, think about if you're a sexual deviant. Think about the things that go into your head when you're, yeah. So that would suck. We just gotta, obviously, homeless day 6. Yeah, we're going through a difficult pasture, but life is already hell. And so a difficult pasture is just par for the course. But at least we know what we look at for arousal. right? And that's a win. You know, you got married guys out here just living a fucking lie. These guys are living a lie, you know? And then their behavior illustrates it, right? They get in their workplace, they show out, you know, at certain types of people, you know? And it's part of being American. We got a bunch of different demographics. So in this nation. So yeah. But again, that's Caleb, and we got into a monologue, but hey, that's what makes the lives brack is the feedback. So thank you, Caleb. Into PH is here. Barson is here. PH, Caleb. So here's the thing. Bro, this is, you guys, this is a beautiful question. And again, you know, we can monologue all day, but damn it, look at this question. Bro, oh my gosh. That's something we've never given thought to. Would it hypothetically be possible for an American vermin to become an American lion? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Is that possible? Like, that's like saying, can a possum become a jaguar? You know what? It has to be possible, right? So, like, if a possum is born a possum and then it just starts hanging out with jaguars, wouldn't it become a jaguar? Like, slowly but surely, despite its possumhood. And yeah, it wants to creep on fences and hiss and wait on back porches and, you know, and do whatever possums do. Yeah, it wants to do that, but it's forced to be around jaguars. Could it eventually be a jaguar? Bro. Well, we might have to take a poll on that. You know, like we might have to take a poll. Right? Huh. That is one of the toughest questions in the history of the 10 years of 10-year decade long history of G Johns, you know. Man. Yeah, that's oh my gosh. What a tough question. Because once they've demonstrated their verminhood, that's a pretty deliberate set of behaviors, right? You know, being a bad person, right? It takes effort, right? You have to think about how to deploy. You know, it takes effort. You got to think about your target and your objective, your insidious objective. And then you have to wake up and prepare in order to do it. So it's long term enough to where it takes some preparation. Then can you then go back and say, "Oh, I'm gonna be a lion and deal with acuity and deal with life head on without, you know, without planning for uh, hanging out on people's back porches, hissing at them, you know." Like you would have to admit your faults. You would have to admit them, right? And most vermin are hiding. in the shadows, right? Most vermin hide in the shadows because they're embarrassed of themselves. They're embarrassed of their behavior and what they've done. They're embarrassed, right? And so, man, that's a tough one. So after they've done it and, you know, been well-known vermin or even unknown vermin, if they even if they're the only ones that know that they are, hypothetically, they would have to admit what they've done, and then because like any lion can admit what they've done, right? There's lions that have, robbed people, right? But the people they robbed deserved it, so to speak, hypothetically speaking. Yeah, so yeah, they robbed people, but the people deserved it that they got robbed. Does that make sense? And so those are lions that did something bad, but they would be able to talk about it, admit it, own their wrongdoing, because they're lions. And yeah, they made a mistake. They probably shouldn't have robbed that, whatever, the plug, but they can admit it, right? They can apologize. They can uh, reinvest their time and repair what they need to do. But a person that is so subhuman that they're sneaking around and being rodents, can they ever redeem themselves? That's tough. That's a tough answer. Wow, tough question, tough answer. Damn. 4:46 West Coast American Standard Time. We might have to take a poll. We might have to take a poll. So, damn, what a great question. So, huh? Barson's here. PH is here. Baleb says, ooh, great question. Can vermin ever redeem themselves? Question from Baleb. We need to take a poll and then say, Spook is here. Yep. Spooky Ghost is here. Ha ha ha. Yeah. There they go. Ha ha. Ghost. We know that name. So let's get it going to KWO. Yeah, Bosmopolitan areas attract all people. Most people on this planet live in a Bosmopolitan area. So to say that they attract these people, you are right about that. KWO into Lunk, who says Ken, bro, you're joking. Ken lost everything. Ken lost his self. Poor guy. Ken lost his self. So, haha. Ken lost his self. Drake won. So, huh. PH is here. Gucci, Ada. Ada's here. Is that a dime or is that just a guy with a girl's name? And so, Ada, is that a dime or is that a guy with a girl's name? We need to know. 14 people here. And 24 minutes in on 4:48 p.m. time, sunny day. We're gonna go get a tan today, get more drunk. Ada's here. So we're grinding. Homeless Day 6. Appreciate all the feedback. Guys, that's what makes the lives active. Thank you. Ada, did you get here from the live news feed, scroll center, or do you subscribe? So, yeah. Yeah, let's get it going, Marshall. Marshall is right about that. Let's get it going, you guys. So, got some things to do today. Going viral is one of them. Getting tan is another one. and getting drunk. So getting drunk, getting tan, and going viral. That's what we got to do today. It's almost 5 o'clock, West Coast American Standard Time. Great questions in the live today. We might get going unless the feedback really starts humping. Then we'll stick around and answer questions and respond to feedback. But other than that, we'll probably get it going. And guys, we'll save this live, right? Sometimes we'll delete a live if it's only like 12 or 20 minutes long. We'll delete it, right? But we'll if there's like a really thoughtful insight, like Baleb, then we'll save it, right? Because people need to hear that monologue, and so we're gonna get a blows up of our. So that'll get you fucked. Marshall, KWO. Yeah. So KWO, Marshall. Yeah. Hurricane will get you fucked, you guys. So